Hello! Welcome to the stream! Whoa, look at that! There's a whole big reveal. Hey! Good. I haven't tested my lighting yet, and I just looked at myself, and thank God, it looks okay. A little bit of filler from the back, you know how it is. Ah! Hot damn, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. It's more Wind Waker time, because that's what we play on a Tuesday. See what I did there? It was a little bit of a rhyme. I rhymed day with day. I'm hilarious and amazing. I should seek help. Anyway. Thanks. Shout out to Awful Fluffle, Unseen Identity, and Jack Star for the follow while we're offline. Thanks very much. Really helps the stream. Hold on, I'm just going to move you. Hold on. There we go, that's better. A couple of things are pushed out of whack there. Oh. I've been working on something very exciting all day. Exciting for me, and hopefully exciting for you. If you've been following the channel way back down... oh, hey, Felix. Keeping my promise and checking out your stream. Woo! Oh, I forgot there was noises. Thanks, Felix, for the follow. Helps out. Real cool. Thanks, dude. If you've been following the streams... way back when I started, kind of like last April, May kind of time. You'll have seen over the course of almost a year that we've started some stuff and finished and not gone back to them. I'm working on bringing something back to the channel next month. So it's only a couple of weeks away. It's only like 3 or 4 weeks away. I'm working. It's taken a bit of time to get right. But I've been working on it all day, and I hope when it comes back, you'll enjoy it, because I worked really hard on it. Hey, Ike, welcome to the stream. Zelda time. Hell yes! More of this. With me, your boy. Sad Dab. Yeah. So, yeah, if there was some stuff I played kind of last year that you were disappointed went away, depending on what it is, you might be quite pleased that it's coming back. So, We shall see. That's next month, though. That's after the space run. But yeah. I spent all day working on it. Hey, Shadow, welcome. How's it going? I spent all day working on it. I'm really pleased with what we got so far. Feel like the only person that's never played any Zelda games. Well, that, Felix... Hold on. Hold on. Wait for it. That changes today. Yeah. Look at that. I need to make that full screen, but never mind. Don't worry. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. There we go. Hey, Jack Star, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Right. Okay. Last time we got all the way over here. What did I take a picture of? Did I take a picture of myself? Oh, yeah, I took a picture of myself with the empty chest. Yeah. Oops. Forgot about that. Last time we got all the way to Dragon Roost, and then I went, lol, nah, and stopped. So, let's try for... Hey, money. I'm going to try for at least 2 dungeons. I'm going to try and at least do Dragon Roost and the Forest Haven. That was a bad move. And depending on time, we could potentially start... Well, say what you like, it worked. We could potentially start the Tower of the Gods, which is fun and interesting and fuck. Well, I forget that you have to press ZR. Well, never mind. Oh no, there's hearts. That's fine. I was about to say I feel cheated. I didn't get a reward. Love this music. Yeah, this is one of the best tracks in the game, for sure. I mean, I love the entire OST for the Wind Waker. It's very... It's very boppy. It's got a lot of nice instruments being used as well in it. There we go. That's better. That'll do it. They thought really hard about the soundtrack, and I'm quite pleased they did, because it's nice. You can get to the Tower of the Gods with any luck. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Remember, you can put things down, Josh. Put it down. Walk away. Don't explode. Tips for life. Don't explode. Hey, Quill. How's it going, my dude? Long, is that you? I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say. You travelled far for one with no wings. Is she dead? Is your sister dead? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll be fine. Oh, dear. Go and tell the chieftain I'm here. I need to get to your dragon. Let me move. There we go. Money? Money. No money. How far are you, game? I've never played this one. I haven't got to the first dungeon yet. Like, we're just trying to get there now. Yeah. It's not that much to do before we get into the first dungeon. So my plan, I use temple names, and I forgot there's people here that don't know which temples they are. I'm trying to do at least the first 2 temples today. Maybe the 3rd. Fingers crossed. It's Dorito Chieftain. Our dragon is real mad. Oh lord, he mad. He angry. He real angry. No one can get wings, because he's real angry. Come help, please. This tiny child just kind of wanders up and is like, yeah. Hey, Pendleton, welcome to the stream. Even though you're lurking. Hello. I know you're here. In a good way. Yo, Ling, you want to go talk to my angsty son? He's 13 and he's painted his room black, he wears dark clothes, and he thinks he's cool. You know how it is. You're a child, right? Go and inspire him with childlike wonder, seeing as you're 10. Hey, Falafel, welcome. Hey Josh, how long is the timeout command? How long is it in Owen's stream? Like 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes clipping. Welcome to the stream, by the way. There's so many people just influxed all at once. Sick. It's really interesting. Ah, look, we got the delivery bag. You could put letters and shit. Thanks for the shout out, Shadow. I really appreciate it. Coming from Shadow Stream. Everyone should go and check out Shadow Stream if you haven't already. In fact, what's my command for that? It's SO Shadow. There it is. There we go. Go and check out Shadow's streams. They're real cool. He was last playing Dark Souls 3. I think. You said you were going to do something about... I can't remember what you said you were going to play next. That was a couple hours ago. My memory is shocking. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Go and check them out. They're only a couple subs away from their next sub goal, which is 25. Which I believe is when they're going to make their Discord server. Which would be interesting. So yeah, hop in. Go and say hi. You know. I don't tell you what to do, but it would be nice. Ow. My feelings. It's Prince Kamali. I forgot I needed a letter. I came in here and ran away. So you're saying I could spam it 16 times, which roughly means I can time someone out for 80 minutes. I mean, technically, that is technically something you could do. Obviously, it can't be a mod or myself because the time doesn't work like that. Neither do Twitch rules. You do have clothes with a blue crawfish on it. It's been so long since I played this version of the game, I forgot she said that. My name is Medley. Don't Google me too much. Whew. Tell the truth, I'm not an attendant. I'm actually studying to be one. He wants to give this to Riley Prince Kamali. It's a letter! Do we send these anymore? Who fucking knows? A small favour I'd like to ask you. Please come to the entrance of Dragorus Cavern later, once you're done with your errand. Once you've finally gone to do things in the correct order. Oh dear. Right. I've come back. I come bearing paper. Please speak to me. From my father, he says don't be a bitch. Suck up and take it. Poking your nose in other people's business? You're nosy, aren't you? I don't feel like going to see Valu right now. I'm here, might disappear to work out, but I'm currently here. Hey, Chelsea. Welcome to the stream. Chelsea, remind me after stream. I've got a video I want to show you. Yeah. I want to run some things by you. Making my hot water bottle really freezing. Ooh, dear. It is chilly. It's been raining down here all day. Nice me. Yeah, it's been raining here all day. It's been kind of overcast and weird for the last couple of days. And cold. It was very cold on Monday. It wasn't... That was yesterday. I meant it was very cold last week. It's not been as cold this week. I feel useful. You're always useful, Chelsea. You actually came. Please throw me on this ledge. That was Prince Kamali. He's a bitch. Manly, girl, I love you, but stop talking, please. I just want to go to the dungeon. Yes, I will help you. You're going to have to toss me. What up, girl? Which way is the wind blowing? Not quite. Give the forces of nature a second. There we go. Yeah. I didn't concuss her this time. There's still time. There's dragons in this game? There is one dragon. And although Valu's pretty cool, he does fall into the category of... not my kind of dragon. The same kind of conversation we had for Twilight Princess, Chris. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't think I said that already. But welcome. Yeah. Valu falls in the same kind of category for me as Argarok does. It's not the kind of dragon I like. Its design is cool. But, yeah, I want a big, beefy dragon. That's why there are only beefy dragons in my D&D campaigns. They're all huge and could crush you with the mere thought. I don't have a problem. What are you talking about? Yeah. Those skills. I don't know what that was. I think I just had some kind of spasm. It was trying to be like a celebration kind of thing, and it just ended up being a twitch. Oh dear. I should seek help. We raised the water, and now we can swim places. I love big dragons, and hence why I write all my dragons to be big boys. Hell yeah, big dragons are the best dragons. Fuck. I want a big, like... I want a big dragon that could just fuck me up, you know? I want to run up to it and have it immediately kill me. Like, I mean, I like the Breath of the Wild dragons. They're nice and long. I either want a really... So, what I'm saying is, I either want a really beefy Western-style dragon or a real long boy. Like, Eastern-style. That's what I want out of dragons. Like a fucking huge one. Or real thin, real long. Wind Waker Link is the cutest Link. Yeah, he makes some cute noises. He's quite small. Look at him. Teeny tiny. Eeny weeny. Teeny tiny little man. I don't agree. Ah! I can't see my things. Smoke me, Hail Satan 42069. Whoa! What a... what a sentence. Thanks for the follow, dude. Jesus. I hope you stick around. Because you just cracked me up with that fucking username. My god. Ow. Real good username, yeah. Fucking amazing. I'm saying, there's dragons in Breath of the Wild. Oh yeah, I forgot you haven't played that much Breath of the Wild, Chelsea. Yeah, there are 3 dragons, and they're all real long. If we ever get to Breath of the Wild, I'll find them. They only appear in specific locations at certain times, and there are bits to try and make show up in my experience. But yeah. Where are the sticks? Give me your sticks! Well, that was a mistake. I need to catch up on that game. Yeah, you were doing really well when I was around. Like, you just sat down and were like, right, we're doing this now. And it was really fun. Actually, I had a lot of fun watching you play that, actually, when I was at yours. That was nice. Stand in front of the chest, Link. Oh my god. My thumbs. There we go. Yeah. Between that and making Alex play Xenoblade. That was a really good week. I really enjoyed that. I can't get over Smoke Me Hail Satan for 2069. Like, I'm still thinking about that. It still makes me laugh. Oh, dear me. Anyway. Any thoughts of Breath of the Wild 2? I'm excited. It's supposed to be this year. I'm so excited that I got caught out by a shitpost on Twitter today. I was just on Twitter scrolling, and I saw someone. It was like a Zelda shitpost account post. Guys, Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out on the 29th of February, and I flipped my shit, and then I remembered that it's not a leap year. Wait, is it a leap year? I think it is, actually. But I believe it was unfounded. It was just like someone was shitposting, but... Someone tell me if it's a leap year. But yeah, no, I think it looks good. From what we've seen, obviously, I'm very excited. Yeah, should be fun. I had a conversation with Chelsea and one with Owen the other day. If you don't know Owen, it's my buddy Emotad. Fuck you. Oh wow, I lived. Twitch.tv/Emotad. Check him out. About the... Oh yeah, he jumps over there. I forgot. About the possibility of streaming Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out. And I'm kind of in two minds at the moment. I'm thinking about it, but also it's probably not till the end of the year. So we'll see how I feel. But yeah, I might stream that day of release when it comes out. Might not. Thank you, Chelsea, for doing the correct commands. It's big mod appreciation hours. Owen streams Pokemon. And only Pokemon. If you like Pokemon, 2022 is not a leap year. Thank you, Chris, for looking that up and alleviating my panic. Oh yeah, because 2020 was a leap year. That makes sense. Yeah. I just remembered that. I thought I was going to try and kill it with my eyes closed. Didn't manage it. That's fine. I've been fact-checked left, right, and center. I love it. People checking my bullshit. That's not what I wanted to do. Go, Rock! There we go, that's better. Yeah. I'm very excited for Dehydrated Ganon. I'm hoping that's going to be interesting, at the very least. Yeah. I kind of like that we don't know a whole lot, if I'm honest. Because otherwise I'd just be spending, like, I'd have spent a year being like, oh my god, it's this. Like Elden Ring. Everyone kind of knew what Elden Ring was from, like, the get-go. It was made by FromSoft. It's being made by FromSoft. It, like, is doing this, and this. So it must be something like this, and we're just like, I guess it's like Breath of the Wild. Who fucking knows? Thirsty Ganon. Oh boy, he thirsty. Oh lord. That man needs a drink. And stat. We need the third trailer on the title. Yeah, I thought... So my current thinking is that we didn't see anything in the Game Awards, which... honestly, not really surprised by. Got some good stuff at the Game Awards, we just didn't get Zelda, which... Nintendo don't do a whole lot at the Game Awards, usually. Unless they're bound to win something like Breath of the Wild. I mean, last year they didn't do any Game Awards stuff and had a direct kind of now-ish, somewhere between end of January, beginning of February, so... maybe... I mean, they've got Pokemon Legends Arceus coming out at the end of the month. So, they're not trying to swamp the news cycle with anything else before that. So, yeah. Maybe beginning of Feb. There'll be a direct or something. I have people sit and wait for the game to the end of the year. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be the end of the year. Especially with all the rumours that were floating about like a week or two ago. About them re-releasing Wind Waker and Twilight Princess for Switch. There was a rumor going around. From what I read, it seemed like it came from a prominent leaker, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Yeah. So if they're planning to do that, that would be cool. That would also probably be a summer release. So I'm fine with releasing those remakes in the summer and then waiting until kind of November, December for... I don't want to talk to the boat. November, December for Breath of the Wild 2. That'll be fine. I'm going to get it anyway, so... Doesn't matter, my dude. I forgot what's in this chest. The Shadow stayed up to watch the Game Awards and was very disappointed. Yeah, I stayed up a little bit. I had work the next morning. I saw some cool stuff. Oh, I forgot that Smoke Me Hell Satan's 42069 is so long and it's overlapping the rest of my text. Alright, well... I'll fix that at some point. Alright, this second. Watch this sick trick shot. MLG Pro. I love Wind Waker if they port it to the Switch. I'm hopeful. I don't know if they ported Wind Waker and Twilight Princess like there was a rumor they were going to. I don't know if I'd pick them up. Because I still have a working Wii U. And, I mean, that's where I'm playing this. And I played Twilight Princess not too long ago on the Wii U as well. I don't know how quickly I'd pick them up. Depends on the perks. If they do a thing like they did with Twilight Princess HD originally, and release it with like an amiibo or something that's like, this will do things in Breath of the Wild 2, then I will get it. Because I'm a slut for things like that. But yeah. Usually do Directs early in the year. Yeah, hopefully. Direct or E3, they're pretty good on E3 usually. At least you'll have a release date for your next good game. Horizon Dragon Age 4. I mean, we don't have a release date per se. We have an estimated possibility of some time before the end of the year. That was weird. Did I take damage from that? Ah yes, the Holy Chest. I do, however, have Breath of the Wild 2 on pre-order. I do not yet, but that's because I'm waiting for them to announce the collector's version. I've never, let me smash the pot. I've never bought, like, a collector's version of Zelda, mainly because the first Zelda I ever bought myself was Breath of the Wild, because that was kind of the first time one came out that I had a source of revenue. And I picked that up with the Switch, and I just picked up the game because I was like, fuck it. I only have this much money. And, yeah, that was good. But I'm hoping that they'll do one of those collector's editions they usually do with, like, a statue. And I'm going to get that one this time around. And I'm determined. This is what I'm going to get. I'm determined to get the good shit. Hopefully it's Ganon. If they do a statue, it'll be Ganon bent over backwards like that. Not easy to do with this kind of chair, but like that. Ages and Seasons will be re-released before Wind Waker and Twilight Princess get ported. You think so? I hope they do like an Ages and Seasons remake like they did for Link's Awakening, because I really want to... I've played those, but I've never finished them, and I really want to play like a version with a load of quality of life updates, because that'd be really nice. I remember the estimate, yeah, DA is non-existent, far off the distance. True. You're kind of in the same boat as the Elder Scrolls 6 fans. I hope we get ports of some of the older games, since I really want to play some like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Yeah. It would make sense, really. They've re-released a lot of their other Wii U ports for other games, like Mario 3D World they did last year. Was that last year? Yes, it was. And Pikmin, and something else. I can't remember. So it would kind of make sense. And also, my feeling is that it'll come out... If they're going to release it before Breath of the Wild 2, it'll be like, here, have all the the long ones to tide you over. I've lost hope for Elder Scrolls 6. It's going to come, but they're not... Bethesda... I mean, it was pushed back because of the Microsoft buyout anyway, but also Bethesda was saying we're not going to start working on it until after Starfall's released. So... Yes. It's because of their space game. Which, you know, is just Skyrim with... I fucked that up. Just Skyrim, but with more tech. Hey, buddy, you wanna do your thing there, buddy? You good? Don't backflip into lava, thank you. That's happened to me before. I've backflipped into that lava and it's a pain in my ass. Just to be safe. Little platform. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Is that the Bethesda space game? Yeah, Starfall. They, I was gonna say they showed it off. They didn't show it off. They showed, like, a teaser at E3 and were just like... Yay, look, it's space. Here's a spaceship. It's coming out next year. And that was kind of it. I've heard disappointing things about that one. I mean, it's Bethesda. It's going to be buggy. It might be worth checking out when it comes out, but I'm not overly hyped. Look, it's Valoo. It's Fat Dragon. Yeah, I'm not overly hyped. I'll see what it's like when it comes out. But all probability is that it'll come to Game Pass, which I have. So I'll just play it on Game Pass, probably. Oop. Oh, I wanted the joy pendant. I'm gonna beat you at your own game. Or not, if you fucking punch me halfway across the world. Ow. Alright, that's fine. Again, I have been punched into submission. This will do. Nice! Nice throw in there, champ. You'll be the baseball star in no time. There we go. I have Starfield pre-order, so what Josh means is I'll wait for Chelsea's verdict. Pretty much. Chelsea will play it solidly for like a weekend. And then go, it's alright. But the character creator's great. Or something to that extent. And I'll probably play it on Game Pass. Hey, Medley. Give me the grapple. I would like to swing. We've not been going for that long. We're pretty close to the end of the dungeon. That's... it's cool, kind of cool. Don't come for me in my love of character creators. I'm not coming for you in your love of character creators. I'm pointing out that your comments will be, it's pretty decent and there's a good character creator. I wasn't going to call you out. I wasn't going to say you spend 5 hours making characters in The Sims. Not until you brought it up. I like the grapple hook. It's a real nice idea. Down. spent longer in Dragon Age. I believe that. I can believe that. I spent a while in Dragon Age when I played like the first 5 minutes. Dragon Age 4? No, wait. Inquisition, which is 3. You're waiting on 4. Well, he's fucked. And so am I. I have stories to vicariously live through. Lol, same. This is why I play D&D. Get out of here. No one likes you. You got no friends and you smell bad. Wow, that worked. Okay. Cut the rope. Or we could die. Thanks, Link. If you have bigger feet, we wouldn't have this issue. Maybe if you weren't 10. Fuck off. I love single-player RPG video games, but I don't have much faith in Bethesda's writing. That's fair. I'd say. That's completely understandable. Please drop the bridge. I was gonna say, this is not how this is supposed to go. Yeah. I can understand you not having faith in Bethesda's writing. It's been like it was like fine in Skyrim. It's been a long time since I played Skyrim. How am I streaming Wind Waker? I have a capture card, an Elgato HD60S. That I bought last year, which is hooked up to the Wii U and to my PC. And it's a capture card, it just takes that, sticks it on the PC, and I just capture that through OBS. Not too hard, fairly easy. I went with the... So you can get multiple models. I went with the HD60S because it allows me to play. So currently I'm looking at the gameplay through my computer monitor, which doesn't have an HDMI, so I can't hook up the Wii U to it. But the HD60S allows for real-time viewing of capture material. So I am viewing it the same time you are, and the same time it's rendered on the console, same as it would be when if you play it on a TV. The regular HD60 doesn't do that, but it does output in 1080p 60 FPS, which this one also does. It just also shows me the picture at the same time. It gives me like a live feed. Oh, hey, hey, buddy. How's it going? How are the kids? By kids, I mean nightmare centipede creatures. Please roll into a ball, thank you. Fuck. I played too much other Zelda games. I keep pressing A to put things down. Ah, you piece of shit. God damn it. Cut your bullshit, sir. Thank you. Give key. Give key. Shadow, if you're interested, the Elgato HD60S usually goes for about £100, I think. Somewhere between 100 and 150, I would guess. It has been a while since I bought mine. I got mine secondhand from eBay for about 90 quid. So, yeah. It's a bit expensive, but it's kind of worth it if you want to do console games. I have the HD60S, yeah. It's good. Full HD, 60 frames a second. forget I have to go up a little bit. There we go. Otherwise I just smack into the ledge. Back I go. I have a bug to kill. Fuck you. Eat shit and... well... Yes, he did. Not bad. Yeah. It's pretty good. Makes it easier to stream console games. Also means I don't have to fiddle around with emulators to make stuff work. Capture it through OBS. Which is fine, I don't mind doing it, but it's just kind of a hassle if you want to make stuff ready for a stream. It's doable. I need to get a stream deck as well. I've been saying this for months. I think I'm gonna... next payday, I think I'm gonna look into it. But, because I use hotkeys. I use hotkeys to switch between scenes. And they're all mapped to my numpad on my keyboard. But I filled up my numpad with stuff. So it would be nice to have a stream deck where I could just press a button instead. And then I could use my numpad to do other things, like type. Eh. Chelsea keeping the conversation flowing. So what's everyone's favourite Zelda? Nice one, Chelsea. Mine's got to be, just for reference, mine's got to be Breath of the Wild. I like how it kind of revolutionised a lot of stuff that was feeling a little stale, quite honestly. And I fucking love Zelda. So, this guy's aggro is not great. There we go. So I love Zelda, so the fact that some of it, like going back after Breath of the Wild, some of it definitely feels very overused and stale. Which was like starting way, the kind of stuff like that, like having items only usable in like a dungeon, having no use outside of that, kind of started in like Link to the Past. But like it really becomes prominent in Ocarina and Twilight Princess. And this to some extent. Fuck. Oh no, there's another one. Come here. Couple of Ocarina of Times. Twilight Princess from Ike. Nice. Fair. I just played Twilight Princess. I was less than complimentary. But I came out of the other side and I was like, you know what, this was fine. Ooh. Oh, that's better. Oh. Oh, okay. Turns out I had quite a stiff neck. Just stretched and was like, oh, why does that feel so much better than it did before? Hey, my dude. Ow, that was a mistake. How's it going? How do you feel about ceiling? Twilight Princess first Zelda ever. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Can't beat the classics. Before Breath of the Wild came out, my favorite Zelda would have been a toss-up between Spirit Tracks, my first Zelda, or Skyward Sword. So yeah, fair enough. I like this bug guy, very cool. Hey, big bug! It Goma. Because Zelda like reusing boss names. Oh, oh boy. Hey. Forgot I did that. Big bug. Very nice big bug. Made this in good chill time. Yeah, I kind of did actually, didn't I? Oh! Well, it worked. Mine's probably Majora's Mask. First one I really enjoyed playing. First Zelda's Phantom Hourglass. Yeah. I rate Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask good. We played that back in May, I want to say. Last May, kind of end of April probably. Hey, going around here. How's it going, buddy? Oh, honey. Oh, honey, no. Yeah, I rate Majora. I've been looking at doing trying to get a Majora's randomizer going, because they do exist, and I've never done one before. It'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, that's another thing for like a couple months down the road, probably. With the next thing we got coming on Thursdays, probably actually more like the end of the year, maybe the middle. Yeah. Should be fun. I got lots of stuff I want to do on a Thursday. If you're new to the channel, because I know there's a lot of people that were new here today. First of all, welcome. Thanks for coming. It's real fun over here. We're really nice. I stream twice a week. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at usually used to be 8 PM GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, which is 3 PM Eastern and 12 PM Pacific. But it's been creeping towards being an hour earlier, which is fine by me. Yeah. But on Tuesdays I do Zelda. We're working our way through all the Zeldas. I hope I've updated the command. If you type exclamation Zelda into chat, it should tell you all the ones we played. We're currently on Wind Waker, as you can see. And we're running out of 3D Zeldas, I'm going to be honest. The only 3D Zelda we've got left is Breath of the Wild. Which, if I get to do that, it will be on Master Mode. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So we're coming up to only having 2D Zeldas left, which is whoa. Yeah. When we finish a Zelda game, we've got a Discord, and there's a vote that takes place over there, so that you guys get to vote on which Zelda game I play, and you can make me suffer or you could not, depending on which one you pick. Currently, chat's been making me suffer recently. I maybe played Twilight Princess, which is not my favourite. But then they were kind of nice, and we played Wind Waker. Nice, summery vibes. All that jazz. What about Phantom? Or does that count as 2D? I'm counting that as 2D. So kind of the handhelds are 2D as well, because otherwise I'd have to count Link Between Worlds as 3D, which I don't so much. It's kind of 2.5. So yeah, Phantom's in 2D. So yeah. Stick around if you like Wind Waker, and then hop on the Discord and vote on the next Zelda we play. You couldn't make me play the original. Who knows? I'm not very good at the original. But yeah, we're aiming for every Zelda game. Yeah, and then I'll have a crisis because I don't know what else I should stream. But on Thursdays, so that's why I'm on Tuesdays. On Thursdays, it's kind of my variety day, and I'll stream kind of whatever I feel like playing. I forgot it was translated. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So in the past we've played things like Stardew Valley, Spiritfarer, Psychonauts. I did a complete playthrough of Psychonauts 1, which is really cool. We're going to play Psychonauts 2 at some point. But at the moment on Thursdays I'm doing practice for my Ocarina of Time speedrun that's coming up in the beginning of next month over on the YouTube channel that I run with my friend Owen, Sasteroid. We do a thing called a space run, which is when we speedrun race another person. Last time Adam, my friend Adam, and I, who's also over there, did Super Metroid, and I lost. But this time I'm hopefully coming back with Ocarina of Time, so come around on Thursdays come around on Thursdays. Come along on Thursdays and check out the speedrun practice. I was aiming for 2 hours for the real thing, and then I beat that. So, yeah. Let's go west or south? South. Yeah, I beat that, so we're trying to knock 10 minutes off. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Thank you, Chelsea, for linking the YouTube. If you want to watch my previous VODs or prior playthroughs of Zelda, you can find it on my personal YouTube. The link's in chat. Or in the panels. Alright, that's enough of me shilling for now. But yeah. I'll do it again later. See if I don't. Bulma vs. Shadow to the Master Sword. I'd be down. I'm doing a lot of practicing, so... yeah. Trying to work out legitimate glitchless skips. We'll see. Yeah, I'd be down to do a race. Something else quick. Why isn't Link green in this game? So normally Link is green in this game. So normally I would have the green tunic and the hat and everything. I got out of the boat. But in Wind Waker, if you've beaten the game, you can start kind of a New Game Plus save file where you get to keep the outfit you have right at the beginning of the game, which is this blue lobster shirt. And it also translates all of the ancient Hylian that you hear from certain characters, like Valu and Jaboon. Yeah. I thought it'd be kind of cool to play it. I didn't remember that I had a completed save file on here until I started it up last week. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a sort of New Game Plus, quote-unquote, speedrun. Not speedrun, playthrough. Just to, you know, break it up a little bit. Normally I quite like the green. Green's my favourite colour, so normally I quite like the green tunic. So like in Ocarina and stuff, I will actively swap back into the green one, because it's really cool, and I really like it. But I like the lobster shirt in this game. It's kind of cute. It kind of adds to the kind of homely vibe. He's down. Yeah, I'm down. Let's set something up. New Game Plus PJs. That's pretty much what that is. Yeah, I'm pretty much just running around in my pajamas right now. Much like real life. Oh, dear. You need Swift Cell, brother. Get ASAP. Yeah. Oh, wait. I can do that now, can't I? Fuck. I already changed the wind. Never mind. I forgot we could get that immediately after Dragon Race. I gotta go back to Windfall when we got the Night Curse anyway, so I'll do it then. Also, I want a little bit more money just in case. 147's probably enough, but just to hedge my bets, because I think my wallet's size is 300, I want to say. Can't check in this game, I forgot. Maybe 200. Either way, it'll be fine. Sorry, I just noticed there's a slight overlap. Just noticed I was overlapping the gameplay slightly. I'll tell you what, we got no one. We got no one down there. I'll move Chelsea's or donation. Donation text over there. Put subtext over there. There we go. Much cleaner. Much cleaner already. Oh, dear me. I mean, also, there's something just kind of nice about sailing everywhere. As you used to do on the GameCube. I did play the original GameCube version. My first ever playthrough. I guess this is the kind of story I can tell. It's quite nice. The first time I ever played Wind Waker. Hey, look at that dog champ in chat. Dog champ. He's my favorite dog champ. The first time I ever played Wind Waker, I borrowed a friend's copy of the original, the GameCube version. Put it in my Wii, because I still had a Wii. Did I play it before the Wii U came out? Yeah, I must have done. I did, yeah, it was 2012. I put it in my Wii, and I got it off my friend after we'd been to the beach. We went to the beach one weekend and just kind of hung out. And I got sunburn, like, all over my back. Like, the rest of my body was fine, but I was bright red from, like, my shoulders to my arse on the back. And it was terrible. So I have very vivid memories of playing this game, like, laying, like, face down, like, on a little cushion or something, on the floor of my living room, with, like, after sun and, like, moisturizer on my back, in the height of summer, playing Wind Waker, which, quite honestly, is, like, it's got to be one of my favorite memories ever. Because summer is the perfect time to play this. Playing it in January already kind of brightens January up a little bit. But yeah, I can still remember the smell of that after sun. It's like ingrained into my head. But yeah, it's kind of cute. I like it. I like that I have specific memories of of sunburn. Nothing down there, is there? There's just another Deku bomb. We don't need those. You want some? Come get it, bitch. Money falls from the sky! But yeah, I'd classify Wind Waker as one of those, as a really nice game to play in the summer. It's always sunny in Wind Waker, and it's got that big adventure, and I don't know. Maybe I only feel like it's really good to play in summer because that's when I first played it, but I don't know. This game kind of screams summer at me. Which is weird because I really like January. Not a lot of people like January, but it's my birthday this month, so yeah. I'm considering what to do for kind of like a birthday stream. It's not till the end of the month. But yeah, we'll do something. Time to pop all those chew spots. What a cursed sentence. But accurate. Oh, I'm just fucking... This is a goddamn massacre. I feel kind of bad. Whoa. Okay. Could you be the legendary hero? As the king at long last found the hero of time. The fuck? That's supposed to be an ancient Hylian. Do you not understand the ancient Hylian tongue? There it is. But we get it translated. Because we're wise as fuck, yo. I like how they point out that, like, language has evolved since Ocarina of Time. I mean, it used to be this, and now it's this, and you don't understand it anymore because that's fucking old. I owe my thanks for your aid in ridding me of those foul creatures that were covering my face. Was it not the King of Red Lions who brought you here? Yes, it was, purely by virtue of, I don't know, me giving him a sail. He's here because I let him be. Have you of need of the pearl? Yes, I do. Ganon has returned. He picked me up and he threw me, and he broke my Microsoft Dinosaurs 3D, and he kicked me in the face, and my glasses broke, and then he pushed me down the stairs. And I'm just really, really hurt. These are the Korks, spirits of the forest. You will need to find 1,000 of them in order to complete the game. They fear people, to me they will always be my cherished little children. For I am the Deku Tree. Forgot to say that. Never mind. Something terrible has happened. It is Makar. He has gone missing, the little shit. That's the 3rd time this week. What's the matter, Linda? You and Makar are always late. Makar fell in the Forbidden Woods. The Forbidden Woods? But they're forbidden. You can't go in there. I told you not to. You little shit. I love the Koroks. Real for adults and kids alike. Yeah. I like the Koroks. They got a really cute design. But I liked them more before Breath of the Wild came out. Now I'm just kind of like, oh, I like them, but there's a trauma associated. Even having not, like, tried to collect them all. I kind of looked at how many there were when the game came out and went, lol, no. Lol, no, I want to have fun with this game. Not turn it into a job. Alright, let's go. Gotta go get a leaf. From my pal, the Deku Tree. He's here. He big. He tree. 3 true statements about the Deku Tree. Get in the flower, Link. Huzzah! I have made the leaf mine. Smoke meth. End of sentence. Smoke meth. Don't smoke meth, kids. Ruin your life. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Or whatever Captain Lou Albano said. Oh, this puzzle. Fuck. Okay. I gotta change the wind. Give me wind. Don't give me wind. I'm good without the wind. Yeah, that was right. I panicked for a moment. I was like, did I fuck it up? No. Might have timed that wrong, though. No, I think we're good. No, we're good. We're good. Excuse me. I come for magic. Give me. Doesn't swap around your head like it used to anymore, so I get confused. I'll pick that up, it's no use making it go to waste. That was a surprise burp, apparently. Decided this was the moment it was coming out of my mouth. Oh, I didn't realize the fucking showcase was already open. Oh, neat. If you've unlocked it in standard game, you get it in New Game Plus straight up. Nice. Nice little handy detail. I wonder if it's got all the statues in it, too. Carries over your statues from the... Fuck you, buddy. I will eat you. Now I gotta wait for this... You fucking shit. Ah, god damn it. Fuck you. You have a special place in hell. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. Maybe next time we sail, I'll do that. Lift! Oh, that's not enough. It might be enough to thread the needle through the pea hats, though. Thread the pea hat needle? That's a cursed sentence. Why am I seeing? Just realized the way my back was placed. I was like, why does it hurt? Oh, wait. That's better. Now I'm actually leaning on something. Do I need this? What's in this chest? I think it's the map. Probably not, but... Fuck it, I want murder anyway. Oops. Missed. Now I can make magic potions that I'll never use. It is the map. I was right. Look at me, I know too many things. Please, spare me this suffering that is this life. Of knowing too much. Outside of Zelda, what's everyone's favorite game? That's a tough question. I just like Zelda games. I just like games. I didn't mean to go back to Zelda, but I did. I just like games. I'm personally a fan of anything that will... Anything with a really nice story. I'm a slut for a good story. I mean, thinking off the top of my head, it would probably have to be something like Psychonauts 2, maybe? At a quick guess, it's definitely a Psychonauts. Could also be something like Spiritfarer. I play a lot of games. I like all of them. Give me magic, please. Two down, bitch. Do you like MGS? And you know what? I have Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. I have never played them. That's a lie. I played like 10 minutes of MGS 3. Yeah. I played like 10 minutes of Snake Eater. And I've been kind of meaning to get around to them. But I'd have to get the PS2 out. And that's just a whole lot of hassle. Unless I'm playing... Unless I'm already playing something else. And I do need to get the PS2 out to play God of War 2 at some point. So maybe I'll power through MGS then. If I find an adapter for VGA cables, might stream it. Who knows? No one knows until we get there. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Hades, that's a good game. We haven't played in a while. There we go. I just wanted that pea-hat to die a slow death. Ow. Excuse me while I go over here and... beat the shit out of this guy. He deserves it. Ugh. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm interested, like Chelsea, I'm interested to see everybody else's favourite games, apart from Zelda. We all know Zelda's the best, right? Like, what's everybody else? What else does everybody play that they like to play? Man's back from physio, what's up? Hey Aaron, welcome back. How's your shoulder? For people who know who Aaron is, and don't know, Aaron went climbing on Sunday and dislocated his shoulder. Like an idiot, and so had to go to physio today. So, can we get some good vibes in chat, please? For the man with the busted shoulder. It's like the man with the golden gun, but way less impressive. This isn't your first playthrough, is it? Hey, Pixar Pixie, welcome to the stream. It is not my first playthrough, no. I have played Wind Waker many times. And as you can see, I'm playing the New Game Plus file. Yeah. I'm just powering through. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Stick around. We have fun here. We're having a good time. We're currently discussing what our favorite games are of all time, apart from not favorite. Yeah, my favorite games are all time apart from Zelda, because we're all fairly big Zelda nerds. If you're not, that's fine. If you just like Zelda, that's cool. But yeah, what's your favorite games? Pixar Pixie. Worse than I thought. Lol. Not allowed in sports of any kind for a month. Aaron, you dislocated your shoulder. How is this a surprise? Like, not only did you... And excuse me for getting a little graphic. Not only did you, like, push your... Like, the socket out of alignment, you also, like, shifted a load of muscles. So, of course you need a month to recover. You need a month to, like... just get over it having been out of whack. You need time to, like, strengthen the muscles as well, in order so it doesn't happen again. You fool! You gosh darn! You idiot! You stupid! Apart from Zelda's Assassin's Creed, fair enough, Jack. Yeah. I have trouble getting into Assassin's Creed myself, but I just heard that the Ezio games are coming to Switch soon, so maybe I'll give that a look. Dark Souls, or as I call it, Scary Zelda. That's true, Aaron. It is Scary Zelda. Ow, my feelings. Apart from Zelda, probably Last of Us 1 and 2. Fair. I haven't played. I had the opportunity to play Last of Us Part 1, but I never got around to it. I borrowed the disc off a friend. And then had to give it back without having played it. Maybe I'll check it out at some point if it's on sale or something. I've heard it's pretty good. I didn't get what that is, and I can't remember. Fuck! And I forgot to blow up this thing. Okay. We'll go back. What is this? Is this the key, or is the other one the key? MGS, Zelda, Mario, Souls, Pokemon, Final Fantasy. Fair. That's a solid collection of good games there, Shadow. I can get down with Pokemon. I got super happy because the Gen 4 remakes came out last year. Those are the games I've been waiting on for fucking years. I love Gen 4. Yeah. I tried playing Souls a while ago, and I couldn't get into it. It's not for me. It's not my kind of game. But I do have a deal with Aaron though, that I'm gonna play. We made a deal on New Year's Day. Well, it was really kind of New Year's Eve, but we were very drunk and it was late. We made a deal that this year I'm gonna play through all of Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, and Aaron's gonna play through all of Persona 5. Oh yeah, wait, why didn't I say Persona for the question of what are your other favorite games of all time? Persona 5. Oh dear. Yeah, Persona 5 definitely trumps Psychonauts 1 and 2 for me. Persona 5. The greatest games of all time. I've not been able to get into any of the new gen AC games. Syndicate was the last one I enjoyed. Yeah, I played Odyssey very extensively because I love Greek mythology. And what I learned is I don't like Assassin's Creed, modern Assassin's Creed. Like, I struggled through it for, like, a good year. And then I just went... I finished the game, started on the DLC that I was really excited for, and then just went, no, I can't do it. I love seeing people enter this room for the first time. Was that the room with the morphs in it? The little spiky black dudes? Just because people just run in there and go, what the fuck are these? And get confused why they walk slow. Chelsea's Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Fallout, Story of Seasons, / OG Harvest Moon, and Pokemon predominantly. Yeah. Everyone's got kind of the same interests. Which is cool. We're kind of attracting people that like each other. I get to level 96. Almost said 69. That's not the same. 96 on Tetris on Game Boy. Jesus. Ow. It's been a long time since I played Tetris. Fucking Christ. What did I ever do to you? All I did was walk in here. Why? I thought I judged that. I thought I judged that effectively. I had not. These trees. Oh my god, seriously? Am I going to go down to this fucking moth? Apparently I am, because of the moths. Alright, let engage tryhard mode. Come at me, bro. Come at me, Scrub Lord, I'm ripped. You son of a bitch. Oh, I got a feather off him. Oh, Jesus, come on, man. Is this how I'm gonna... Oh, wow, I went down. Huh. Oh, I forgot I had a feather. Huh. This is not going how I expected it to go. That's fine. Story of my life for this channel. There we go. That's better. Funnily enough, Odyssey was the one I struggled hardest with. Never managed to feel like an assassin like I did, even with Black Flag. Well, yeah, that's because Odyssey isn't built to be... Like, controversial opinion for people who like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Odyssey is not built to be a Assassin's Creed game. The developers released a statement basically after the game came out. It was like, yeah, we didn't want to make an Assassin's Creed game. What they wanted to make, apparently, was Immortals Rise of Phoenix, which I also don't like. Yeah, and then Ubisoft came over and went, that's Assassin's Creed now. And it's just not built to be an Assassin's Creed game. It's built to be a... Like, if it had been a regular action game with, like, stealth elements, I think it would have been fine. It does have an insanely impressive looking map, though. It does. I mean, I really enjoyed sailing all over the Greek islands. Seeing places I'd been to in real life and hearing a load of mythology stuff spoken with the native language, so now I know how to pronounce things properly. Yeah, it was really cool. But it did have the problem of pretending to be an Assassin's Creed game, which it is not. Brotherhood is probably my favourite Assassin's Creed. Aaron knows what that means. I also know what it means, I haven't played Brotherhood. I played a little bit of 2 a long time ago, I think. I've heard Brotherhood is like the top tier. Everyone wants to play Brotherhood, though. Seems like it peaked at Brotherhood for most people. Whoop. Almost fell off. I'm so impressed I managed to catch that boomerang while hanging onto a ledge. AC is going away of a live service now, so they might start separating content for both types of fans. That would be interesting, and also I'd say it's unlikely given Ubisoft, but you know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, I didn't know that could happen. Well, won't do that anymore. I'll just do this instead. Two is brilliant as well. Yeah, I heard kind of around 2, Brotherhood, those kind of games. Apparently, I heard were like the best ones. It's also been a long time since I heard anyone talk about Assassin's Creed. Aaron was playing a lot of them last year. Like, I think Aaron was playing through them. Yeah, I just remember him being like, yeah, I'm on this one now. Like, okay. Why? You were going why do I have a vague memory of you saying you were going to try and play them all, Aaron? Was that something I remember correctly, or was that you, me being an idiot? Obviously you started playing other things. Like Persona 5. That I have to sit there and make you play. I don't have to make you play. I had to be there when you started it, so I could be like, this is good. Now you know how good it is. Continue. I forgot I could throw the boomerang at these things and instant kill. Could you not? Where am I going? I always go over there and I don't need to. Go away. I'm going to go over there anyway, because this is what I do. But it's not necessary. But I do it anyway. People sleep on 1 for how much you got right in the first attempt. Assassin's Creed AC2. I'm just not trying to say the word assassin, because apparently I can't. I've got a thing with S's. AC2 is also one of the best sequels to a game next to Pokemon Gold. You, sir, have still not played Psychonauts 2. Add that to your list. I played all of them up to Origins. I stopped at Odyssey. Fair. Odyssey is just kind of Origins with a Greek skin, which is disappointing. Is it a bad idea to buy a lunchbox just so I can get a Mabari plush? I mean... Oh my god, fuck you, buddy. Come here, you little shit. You're dying tonight. Get out of here, I hate you. I don't know, are you going to use the lunchbox at any other time? If not, then it becomes a collector's item and you've got to display it somewhere. And I know how much space you have, so where are you going to display it, Chelsea? Persona is getting finished while I can't go to the gym for the month. Thank fuck! Let me know when you're playing, I'll be there. I'll come around, I'll sit next to you and I go, this is real neat, like I did last time. Played Valhalla for a bit, couldn't get properly into it. I heard good things about Valhalla. But I've just not been interested enough to pick it up. Maybe Chelsea's got it, so maybe next time I'm around Chelsea's, I'll give it a go. Play through the new DLC. What's the new DLC for Valhalla, Jack? What are they doing? Bought a £130 Warhammer army to play a single unit. Getting the plush sounds reasonable in comparison. The fuck did you buy? Oh wait, was that Lord Nagash you're talking about? I have made space in my room, lol, and I can move my Dragon Age shelf to make the lunchbox fit. If you can make it fit, Chels, then it's up to you. Come at me, Scrub Lord, I'm ripped. Yeah. I do have Valhalla. I have all bar 1 Assassin's Creed, fair enough. I got the Soul Blight Battle Force just to play Nagash. Well, yeah, I was there for Nagash. I was there when you bought Nagash. That was a sad afternoon. Wouldn't have been as sad if any of the shops I wanted to go to were open. Because I'd have spent... not quite as much money as you, but, like, close. On cards. Something about Ragnarok? That sounds pretty sick. Yeah, long-time viewers of the stream know that I went to... I studied abroad in Denmark for a year. And I studied Vikings while I was out there, so... Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that. But yeah, Valhalla was coming out while I was out there. And I had a housemate that was, like, talking about getting it. What am I doing wrong here? Let's start over here. There we go. That was just weird. I was doing the right thing. Just... 2 weeks later, they added him to my existing army. 3 years later. 3 years after my army's release. I live just across the bridge from Copenhagen. Dude! Oh, it's Pixar Pixie. Are you Swedish? Do you live in Malmo? I went over to Malmo for like a weekend. There is surprisingly little to do. But it looked nice. I got pulled out of... I was over in Aarhus for a year. I got pulled out of there in March 2020 for kind of obvious reasons. Wow, he just took that like a champ. Yeah, so I didn't get to... I had to finish my year abroad remotely from home, from here, which was less than ideal. And at some point, I hope to go back and like get some closure. Should be really nice. Also because Aarhus is a wonderful city. Yeah. Ah, sick. Yeah. Malmo was great. There was not a whole lot to do. Also, there was a furry convention that was going on, which is a little weird. Yeah, it was a beautiful little place. It was great. Loved it. Aaron went over there, actually. Yeah, Aaron, kind of February 2020, I had a couple of friends come over. And Aaron, Cyber AF, they came over to Copenhagen. We kind of bummed about for a weekend. And then I had to go because I had a class on like the Monday morning. The Monday they flew out. Aaron popped over to Sweden, went to an IKEA, had some meatballs, bought some Lego, and left. which was kind of cool. So yeah, I'm down. Let's go this year. Megatron variant willing. Yeah, right. Lol, you won't. We'll pop into Malmo. We'll go say hi. Malmo is great if you know exactly where to go, but Copenhagen's better. Yeah, I have to agree. Copenhagen's is in my experience a lot better than Malmo. But that's because Copenhagen's like a capital, and whereas Malmo's just a regular city. We had a lot of fun going to board game cafes in Copenhagen and seeing the sights and stuff. It was good. It was a nice weekend. And then, like, literally a week later, I got pulled out because of COVID, which was not ideal, but it is what it is. Alex is determined to go to Japan in August. Anything COVID-related, be damned. Oof. Man, I wish I could have said that about my my Japanese stuff. Fuck it, I'm going! But oh well. I love living so close to Copenhagen. It's like 20 minutes on the train. Yeah. Like when I got the train from Aarhus, it was 3 hours. Any way you sliced it, like by car, by train, by ferry, it was 3 hours. Which was kind of annoying, but I got a lot of books read, so it was fine. Oh man. I got cucked out of Iceland. Cucked out of Iceland this month? I'm down for Denmark. You didn't tell me you were going to Iceland. Oh wait, I think you did. But you weren't going with me. You told me like after you'd booked everything, and I was like, oh, okay. Thanks. I got the post key, didn't I? Yes, I did. That was that last room. There's got to be a fairy in one of these, right? Just in case. There it is. Just in case I get my ass handed to me by fucking Kale Demos. Oh, wait, I think when you told me you were going to Iceland, I think it was like in the middle of the week. And I can't book time off, so I think that was it. I booked a concert in Wales in April, so we'll see how that goes. What are you going to go see in Wales? Like that's a ways to go. I went to go and see a gig in Copenhagen, but that's while I was studying in Denmark. What are you going to go see? Pixar. I'm just going to call you Pixar. Just to piss off the Disney lawyers. The one, the only Pixar. They make good the movies. Fuck me, it's warm in here. I open a window after this boss. I'm sweating through my chair. And it's January. Please don't slap me, sir. I am but a small elf boy. Just trying to get ahead in life. Come down, you fuck. There we go. I'd take the extra 2 hits just to get 5 seconds of summer, but I've loads of friends in the UK where I live there. Oh, you live in the UK? Oh, nice. Alright. That's fair. Ow. Sorry, I'm just trying to cut all these vines. Eh. Get down here, you fuck. Face me like a plant man. Let's do this again, I can tell. Yeah, I am. It's like a visit friends trip as well. Fair enough. Fair enough. I rate that. Ah. You said that was in the summer. Oh, April. Oh, okay, that's fine. It's getting better here. Stuff's opening back up again. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think we might be fine by April, but we'll see. Fingers crossed, touch wood, try not to jinx it. Oh yeah, Aaron, I was talking to somebody the other day. And they were saying, like, oh man, I want to go on holiday this year. And I remembered we haven't even talked about Lads Holiday 2022. Even about the possibility. Speaking of travel, I saw that Disney World restaurant in space they have in the US today, and I got mad jealous. Yeah. Seems to be getting worse in Sweden. Well, I mean, Sweden wasn't great at it the first time. Like, I remember when it all started going down just before I left. Denmark did a press conference and they were like, oh, we're going to close all the borders. And Sweden were like, lol, no, it'll be fine. And have been, like, fucked for, like, 18 months. Almost, like, 20 months. I'm sorry, Great Draco Tree. I did go into the Forbidden Woods. I had to escape your giant chin. We're back. You got Feroz Pearl. It's green. The Snot Ball. Please play your song for me, as you always do. Produce that cello from your ass. Oh no, okay, no, sorry. Someone tossed it to him and he flipped up and grabbed it. Sweden has a different approach. Yeah. I was speaking to Owen about doing a Mad Lads holiday now that we all have jobs, and he swiftly reminded me of his trip to the US this year. Who said Owen had to come? Also true. I mean, at the very least, I think we should try and do something with the lads. Like, even if it was the plan we had for last summer that we didn't do. Which was just, like, go and get a cottage somewhere and spend a week fucking about. Although, for good and bad, we've not had a lockdown, so to speak. Yeah. This year you have once again produced some splendid seeds. What a sentence. With these new seeds, we will continue to spread new forests across the Great Sea. Farewell, swordsman. See you later, fucko. Invasive species. Plant all these trees. Fuck the rest of the wildlife. I assume just kind of like there are a lack of trees because people need boats. People just cut down a load of trees to make boats. Hello. It's a water slide. Sorry, there's a group chat being spammed, and every time my phone lights up I think it's something important. And it just turns out to be fucking people yelling at Aaron because he dislocated his shoulder. Alright. That's what everyone on the planet calls someone on holiday from the UK. An invasive species. Oof! We're not that bad. And by we, I mean me and Aaron. We're pretty chill. Everyone else, fuck them. They are, though, they're horrible. We're pretty good. Me and Aaron, me and the lads, we're pretty good on holiday. We kind of keep to ourselves. Ugh. Right, well that's happening. I get to do a thing I meant to do earlier and didn't. There we go. Put that there. I've met like one nice English couple on holiday ever. Eh. I would have thought, like, given the caliber of people that go to Sweden, I would have thought most of them are fairly okay, but maybe I'm wrong. Stay away from homophobic English dudes on mopeds. That's a whole story. When Aaron, Owen, and I went on holiday, was that 2018? Must have been right. Yeah, we've only ever done like 2. 2018, we went to Corfu, which was really nice. We had our own place. There was like a pool attached to the hotel that no one else was in, because it was like the hotel owned like a load of places along the strip, and we were in like a part of it, kind of off to the side, and we had a there was a pool next to where we were staying that basically no one else went in, so we just kind of had a pool to ourselves for a week, which was, oh, it was great. It was like 4 years ago, yeah. And one day we were coming back from dinner, and there are several places in this part of Corfu where you could like rent mopeds and quad bikes and just kind of go off if you had a driving license. We didn't do it. But as we were walking back from dinner one day, just like, what are we going to do today? What are we going to do this evening? We're going to go down to the beach. We're going to go in the pool. We're just going to get drinks and hang out. Suddenly, these 2 mopeds come flying past of us. And the first one goes. And then the second one has 2 guys on it. One guy driving, one guy holding onto his shoulders. And the guy holding onto his shoulders just drives past us. And as he goes, we just hear him go, "The man in front of me is an active homosexual. He is gay. The gayest." And then he left and we never saw him again. And quite honestly, it was hilarious. But he didn't mean it in a positive way. It was very funny. I remember when I visited Denmark, I did everything possible I could not to be an annoying English tourist. My anxiety was on a high. Yeah, but you were also staying with people who lived there, so it was kind of fine. Hello, King. I'm in bed about to take a nap. Hey, Zaf, welcome to the stream. We just did 2 temples. How's it going? Did you get back to Ohio all right? Did you get back to uni all right? Wish someone would do that to me. I'll do it to you anytime you want. I'll just run around and yell, "Hey, yo." They're gay. I miss him sometimes. You know, those guys were most likely best friends. Oh, they definitely were. Like, they were all laughing about it, but it was fun to watch from an outsider's perspective, as they all kind of just flew past us, and we were like, what the fuck is going on? So we're on our way to Grapefish Isle to go and try and find the third pearl. Well, this guy just kind of stalks us. Keep your distance, sir. Oh, the big boys. I jumped into him. I thought I was going to jump over him, and then he psyched me out. Like a bitch. It's not too bad. Oh. Get the swift sail. I'm gonna get the swift sail after I go to Grapefish, because then I've got to go back to Windfall anyway, and I'll just do it while I'm there. I know. I got it in my mind. I'm holding on to it. Man, my gamepad's dirty. I made the mistake, like 8 years ago, of getting the matte black one, which is great, and it looks really nice, but it picks up smudges and fingerprints like a bitch. And also dust. It's very dusty. The most anxiety I had was when in India we went swimming in a waterfall in the middle of the jungle with spiderwebs across the thing stream, leeches and fish that bite. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I went to Kenya, like 7 years ago. 6 years ago. And, yeah, we stayed by Lake Nakuru. And we got there and our guide was like, oh, yeah, there's a lake. Don't go swimming. There are hippos. You'll die. And we were just like, okay. Huh. I think I still have the video of the restaurant owner setting a chair on fire and lifting it above his head with only his teeth. No, the chair wasn't on fire. The floor was on fire. But yes, he was balancing a chair on his chin. I missed that because you made me go and look and see if the football was on. I'll forever hate you. That's the most anxious holiday experience. That's nice but all, but those fish. Yeah, I can see how that is. It's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Most anxiety I've ever had was when I completed my degree this year and then realised I had to get like a job in a real life. Too real? Too real. Hippos are scary as hell. Yeah. And then when we were staying, or we were still staying at that campsite, during the night, while it was cool, like the hippos came on the shore of the lake. We weren't staying anywhere near like the shoreline. Oh Jesus! It doubled up. Hey Aaron, thanks for the sub, my dude. For the resub. Don't know why it doubled up there. Yeah, all the hippos came up to the shoreline, and they were like hemmed in by a electric fence. And all the people I was staying with was like, there are hippos, let's go and take pictures with our flash on in the dark. And I was the only person to stay behind because I was like, if you die, I'm going home safe. They came back, they were all fine. But I was just like, this is scary as fuck. Please don't. I am terrified. Like, we saw them elsewhere. Like another time, just like from a distance, which was fine. But yeah, let's go and take pictures in the dark with our flash on. Please no. I'd rather you didn't. That's scary. They're crazy fast on land. Hell yeah. They can run like, I don't know, like 20 miles an hour on land or something. It's weird. Okay, now I'm going to Windfall to get the bombs and stuff, and while I'm there, we're going to get the swift sail. Oh, and I'm going to open a window because it's hot in here. Hold on. My sister tried to provoke a snake in India to get an interesting picture. That's how you get bit. That's how you get poisoned. Oh dear. I hope your sister was okay. I hope they didn't get bit. Oh, fuck. The whirlwind. Fuck off. I'm down to travel anywhere except countries that have insects that burrow into you. Thanks for the image, Aaron. But yes, I share that sentiment. I'd rather not. I want to see a big Octorok. There's one around here. I'm going to do the one down by Outset, just because the magic upgrade's useful. She's fine, but like, who does that? True. But friends. Zaf, they're not friends. The bugs. Like botflies. I think I have heard of botflies. Well, I won't sleep now. Same. I'm on your side, Chelsea. I'm about to nap. Zaf, you've been about to nap for like 20 minutes. We have ticks and they're bad enough. Yeah, we got ticks. Those are bad friends, negative influences on your life. Never a truer word. Tell me about bot friend. Zaf, you can Google botflies in your own time. Don't bring that shit here. Oh man. They love you? Yeah, that's the problem, Zaf, is that they love you. That's how toxic they are. In their own way. Oof. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Every time that noise freaks me out. Thanks, Pixar Pixie, for the follow. Yeah, hope to see you back here more often. We hang out. We have nice conversations. Not about botflies. A rare chance to lay eggs in you in certain parts of the world. Yeah, that's how far we're going to go into that. It's a toxic relationship, sometimes literally. Yeah. They're so cute. Zaf, no. Please. Stop. You hurt my brain. Right, let's get the sale now, before we go and trigger all that. Friend-shaped? No. Honey, no. They try and burrow in kittens and puppies and it's awful to watch. Why are you Googling this? Befriend a bee instead. Yeah, bees. Bees are fuzzy and friend-shaped. Befriend one of those. Bees are cool. How about scabies, huh? Oh, fuck. I thought I could do that now. Maybe I can't. I love when Butterflies picks up Lucy's like, yeah, scabies? Anybody? Bees are elite. Bees are very friend-shaped. Hell yeah. Everyone loves a bee. Everyone wants a bee friend. I would like a legion of bee friends. That could all be my friend. Seidel? Hug wall? Bees are the chads of the pollination world and they deserve love. They do. I guess you got bumblebee tattoos in India. Yeah! Bees are cool. I love bees. Love the little fuzzy, fat, stupid ones. That bump into things and you're like, honey, no. There's a window. Costs like £10, worth it? Yeah, fair enough. I have a bumblebee tattooed next to my knee because I'm the bee's knees. A+. A+ joke. And also support of B. So I thought we actually gotta have bombs. If we came in here earlier, he's charging like 500 rupees for bombs. It's a fucking scam. Wasps also have uses, like making sure there are less botflies in the world. Wasps do have uses, to be fair. Like, they're a pain in the dick, but they also do useful stuff, so I just kind of tolerate them now, rather than hate them outright. Wasps are cool, though. They're kind of cool. They break down a lot of stuff that we don't need. Like dead wood things. Eat smaller, annoying creatures. They're just not as good at pollinating as bees. So, we got to do the bees before we save the wasps. Unless you're allergic. Yeah, obviously. Unless you're allergic. At which point, don't go near wasps or bees. Please, for the love of God, I beg you. Boys, we're so excited to come for Can't we stay? That's what's going on here. You with me, right, boys? Who's for a night of fun? Crickets. You know what will take over the world? Mushrooms. Yeah. That's why, Aaron, you have to eat mushrooms. You have to curb the spread. Wasps are assholes? Yeah, they are. But they do some useful things, so I let them be. For now. Mushrooms are coming for us. That's why I eat the mushrooms. You gotta curb them. Keep them at bay. Keep the mush at bay by eating. Put them on your pizzas. Put them in your spaghetti bolognese. Put them everywhere. Mush, good. Mush nice. Mush, good. Wasps are a bit enthusiastic about being aggressive. They get a bad rep. Yeah. Wasps are just enthusiastic. They really want to be your friend, but they're the kind of people that if you say hi in the wrong way, they go, what the fuck do you say about me? And then they stab you. We've all had one of them, right? Moving on. Let's get out of here. I've watched that fungi documentary so many times at Owen's Netflix account that I developed a fear of mush. I'm going to tie you down and make you eat mushrooms. Cordyceps is so cool. Is that a kind of mushroom? Sounds like it would be. I could have sworn the auction happens even during the curse. Could have sworn. What a terrible night to have a curse. Alright, it doesn't, I guess. Huh. Well. Maybe we'll get it, we'll have to get it after we meet Jaboon, then. Oops! Oh well. That'll be the last thing we do. Oh, I need to get the bombs. Cordyceps are the fungi that zombify dead ants. Oh yeah, those are that's cool. I like those. It's kind of terrifying, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Oh, I wasn't listening to the password. So my guess is spelt wrong. My guess is Swabbies. Good. Thank God. Thank God it was just a pun that I could guess. I love how it's been so long, Aaron. I've just noticed on the newest sub label there that I put there, because I don't have it up on here, that it's been so long since you subbed, Aaron. It says you've only been subbed for a month. In fact, actually, you might never have been subbed. That might be starting from now, because you stopped watching streams by the time I got affiliate. So. Oh, hey Adam. Welcome to the stream. We're here. Just realized my synthwave Feywild is going to be filled with bioluminescent fungi. Dude. Gone are the days of Barnacle. They actually zombify living ants too. It makes them move to a place optimal to export spores. Yeah, it makes them go up top of trees and stand there. Kind of cool. Isn't The Last of Us fungi based on that? Yeah, it is. I didn't forget to sub. Yeah, The Last of Us, like, thing is definitely based on that kind of fungus. Because it does, I believe it does kind of the same thing in The Last of Us as well. That's just a guess, though. I haven't played The Last of Us. Swing, small child. Whoa, that was a bit touch and go for a second there. Please go back. That was too close. Don't like that. Ah, you piece of shit. Fuck. God damn it. Ah, asshole. Fuck. Nah. It is. I had to do like half a semester on that game in first year. I didn't know that. Did you? Was that while you weren't in the group chat? I think it might have been. Adam, monster, face, punch. Oh. He's asking if he wants to play Monster Hunter, I think. I can only assume from that sentence alone that you are asking Adam to play Monster Hunter. It's the only other reason I could think for Aaron to say those words in succession. Aaron doesn't usually spend his time punching monsters. We're going to deck him in the schnoz. Nice. Eloquent way of putting it. I was playing this game. Well. Oh, that was close. Well, luckily for you, Pixar Pixie, we're playing the whole game. Not today, but over time we'll be playing the whole game. So you can relive those memories through the stream. Look at me doing the hard sell. Or not. I don't control your life. Come when you feel like it. Ugh. Spent half semester on Doom as well. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you telling us about that. My next two MHA pops are on their way. Oh, Chelsea, which ones are those? Subscriber, I'll eat your nan. Okay. Jesus. Alright. Adam out here threatening viewers. Adam, what have I told you about eating people's grandparents? Stop. Not all today, you disappoint me. I have work tomorrow. I'm sorry. I would, but I do have work tomorrow. So I'm going to have to go to bed at some point. I'm promoting your channel. Is that what threatening to eat people's grandparents? Alright, buddy. That reminds me, Josh, we got Monsters of the Multiverse like next week. Fuck, do we? Huh. That'll be interesting. Is it getting shipped to you next week as well? Tamaki and Ryukyu? Oh, I love Tamaki. Tamaki's like my favorite. Genuine, like, Tamaki is genuinely my favorite quirk in the whole series. Sunny as my, just the tip top. The bee's knees. And it's totally not because I made an OC superhero when I was like 13 with the same kind of power set. It's totally not. I'm gonna see, just one more check if the auction's open. If not, we'll fucking have to walk to Outset, but it'll be fine. Should either get it on or around the 23rd, I think. Oh, fair. Oh, shit, okay, I can't do it right now. We'll do it. We'll end the stream on getting it. That would be cool. It'll probably get uploaded onto 5e Tools before then, right? I'll give it a look when it gets on 5e Tools, and then I'll come and look at your art. Well. Let's go meet Jaboon. Jaboon, these nuts. Haha, got him. 5e Tools is real good. Yeah. I knew a guy who, when 5e Tools just started out, he helped write some of the code. He coded some of the website. I don't know if he still does it. But when it first started, he was our DM, and he was like, if you need anything, if you want to check anything and don't have the books on hand, 5e Tools, go over here. And so we've been using it for like 4 years. Yeah. I had a bit of panic when it went down earlier in the year. Not earlier in the year, kind of. Must have been like September when it went down. And we were like, fuck, it's gone down. But it came back, so it's fine. They made some changes to player races apparently, like kobolds no longer get pack tactics. Really? Because pack tactics wasn't like other kobolds, it was just like party members, wasn't it? That's kind of a weird edition, I think. Maybe they're doing what they've done with a lot of the other race updates, which is just like it's a variant rule now. You can play a variant kobold, which doesn't have pack tactics or whatever. I use 5e tools to get monsters for literally every encounter. Yeah. I suspect they're making races even more modular like Tasha's. Yeah, probably. Which is fine, I guess. 5e tool slabs. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Are you mostly a Nintendo player, or what do you usually stream? So, I am currently a Zelda streamer. On a Tuesday, for also everybody that's new that joined in the last couple of minutes, since I last did this at the beginning of the stream. So on Tuesdays I play Zelda games. We're working our way through every Zelda game, and when I finish one, we do a poll on the Discord that I've linked in chat, and also is linked in the panels. We do a poll on the Discord, and you guys get to pick which Zelda game I play. We have done, if I do my handy dandy command, exclamation Zelda, yeah, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword, Spirit Tracks, and Twilight Princess, which means in terms of 3D Zeldas, unfortunately, yeah, you have missed Twilight Princess. We literally just did Twilight Princess. But I've been looking into doing Twilight Princess in different ways. Yeah, in terms of 3D Zeldas, we only have Breath of the Wild left, which I am planning to do on Master Mode, because I haven't done that on my own. I just never got around to it, so there's VODs up. Yeah, there is VODs. There's VODs on this channel, but also on my... oh, Chelsea already did it before I typed it in. Thanks, Chelsea. On my personal YouTube. There's all the VODs for every Zelda game and every stream I've ever done. Way back to April, apart from last Thursdays, because I still need to edit that. I've been slacking. But yeah. So, wave to the VOD. Yeah. Yeah, we've just got Breath of the Wild left in terms of 3D Zeldas, which is fine. But we have all like the 2D ones, apart from Spirit Tracks, left. So you get to vote on those, and those happen on Tuesdays. On Thursdays, which is my other stream day, is my kind of like variant day. I kind of stream whatever I feel like. So we've done lots of other things like Spiritfarer. We did a bit of Hades one time. We did... Oh, God. Psychonauts 1 full playthrough, just after Psychonauts 2 came out. We're going to get around to Psychonauts 2 at some point. Currently, on a Thursday... Oh, we've also played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I feel like I should mention that, for reasons that will become apparent next month. That I haven't told anybody, so everyone that knows in chat, i.e. my friends, don't spoil it. We're currently doing... I'm currently practicing for a speedrun race that I'm doing with Adam, who's in chat, over on my other YouTube channel that I'm on, Sasteroid, where we do a thing called a space run. Last space run we did Super Metroid, and I lost, and now we're doing it on Ocarina of Time. We're calling it the Race to the Master Sword, and on Thursdays I practice that speedrun. Yeah. Should be... interesting. I was aiming for 2 hours for the real thing that we're filming on the 5th of February, and last Thursday my time was 1 hour 58. So who knows? Gonna try and knock 10 minutes off. So yeah, that should be fun. Come and check that out. Yeah. Who let the dogs out? Hey, Unseen Identity. How's it going? Who did let the dogs out? Will we ever know? Will they ever tell us? No one knows. Okay, cool. Yeah. Check out Sasteroid if you get the chance. It's linked in chat. Again, it's also linked in the panels. It's real neat. It's a channel I run with my friend Owen. Twitch.tv/Emotad. And we play all kinds of games. At the moment we're playing Link's Awakening, Metroid Dread. Adam's playing that one. And Pokemon Shining Pearl. So yeah. It's going to be cool. There is no Link's Awakening tomorrow, though. We did a recording session on Sunday, and I went to edit the first episode today, and there was a problem that I haven't worked out how to fix yet. So there's going to be an extra episode of Metroid Dread up tomorrow instead. Yes, it's going to be a bitch to fix, if we can get it fixed. I hope we can. Otherwise, that's like a 2-hour session we've lost, and I have to do in my own time. Which is not great. Yeah. Where's this great fairy / Big Octo? I think it's this one here, because Jack Star did want to see a Big Octo, so let's do Big Octo things. You're right there, dude. You got an eye problem? No? Would you like one? Would you like to? The 4-eye Octo? I believe this is the right one. Oh, I hit his tentacle. Fuck's sake. Always the way. Yeah. Owen, that's Chelsea just linked Owen in chat. That's great. Thanks, Chelsea. Yeah, Owen, twitch.tv/Motad. He streams Pokemon, if you like Pokemon. He's currently doing a... hit his tentacle again. He's currently doing a Moemon Emerald run, and a DK Bongo Emerald run, and something else. Who fucking knows? He's doing things. He's my friend. Go check him out. I'll plug Adam when he figures out when he's going to start streaming again. Big Octo, Dave. I shall give you a little of my power. Give more magic, please. Fucked him up. Fuck him up. You now have twice as much as you had before. Damn straight. Alright, well. I've recently been considering learning how to stream. Go for it, man. It's fun. I really like doing it. I like chatting with people and playing video games. And showing off video games to people who've never played Zelda as well. So, like, Ike was here earlier. I don't know if they still are. And also Chris, your Morgat, who is here. Never played Zelda before, so I like sharing it with. I like sharing the games with other people. It's really nice. I literally don't have any of the consoles for the games I want to play. I mean, it's emulations. Oh, who said that? Oh, who out here is advocating for emulators? Oh, disgraceful. Not me. My hubris. I should have got the Swift Sail after Dragon Roost. I shouldn't have forgotten about it. I should have turned around before I got to the Forest Haven and gone back to get it. But no. I was like, nah, it'll be fine. I don't have that far to go. Why am I like this? Every day I suffer. I thought about it, but I'm bad with tech. Fair enough. It's not too complicated, but there is a fair amount of technical know-how. Emulators these days are just literally dump the ROM and go. OBS, you kind of need to fiddle with a little bit. If you're going to use streaming software, I'd suggest OBS. Not Streamlabs OBS, because we don't want to give them attention. But just regular OBS. I'm going to heal my grandma. Because I'm a good boy. And also, now it hits me in the feels. And also get the $100 I left under her house, which I didn't get the first time I was here. You're 100 rupees. Can you carry it all? Yes, I can. Thank God. Oh yeah, I remember they upped the wallet size to 500 because of the tingle missions.
Grandmother, I brought you a fairy.
This is sad. Here, heal yourself. Yeah. My grandmother died 2 years ago. And I have played this since, actually. It did make me feel like this again. So this is kind of bittersweet. Healing your sick grandma. But we got soup. And everyone likes soup. Now I'm sad. Let's go get a pearl. Let's go make Grandma proud. Take the soup off my button before I drink it by accident. Woo! My feelings! Alright. Let's go blow the fuck out of a cave. Well... I forgot that was kind of mandatory. Go over here, heal your sick grandma, have fun. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't know you could do that. By pressing R, anyway. I'm gonna shoot the ocean. Please let me hit the wall. I would like to hit the wall. I would like to see the baby. There we go. There's one. There's two. Come on, get the third one. Yeah! Get fucked. Get dunked on, sir. Beak fishy. Well met, Hyrule King. I am a fish. Well met indeed, Jaboon. I am pleased to see that you are safe. I am pleased. The events we have long feared seem to have been set into motion. It seems Ganon has returned. There can be no other explanation. If you have sought me out, it must mean you have found the Hero of Time, does it not? Unfortunately, that is not so. Then for what purpose have you come to see me? I have brought with me one that has no collection to the legendary one, and yet I sense great promise in the courage that this one possesses. Creepy eyes? He got big fish eyes. It's just I leave the fate of Hyrule up to mere chance. I do. It is the only way. See, I suppose it's up to the gods who deem whether his courage is true. I give you the guidepost to the gods. Have a pearl. I kept it in my lantern. You got Nairu's pearl. It's here. It's blue! It's you! The jewel should dispel the curse that Ganon has cast upon this land. So that fell rain and endless night were indeed elements of a curse brought on us by Ganon. He must intend to cast this land into pure darkness for all time. Tell me, Hyrule King, have you learned whereabouts of the one who carries the bloodline of Princess Zelda? I believe I have. That is well. You must protect Zelda. She cannot be permitted to fall into the hands of Ganon. I am counting on you. Bye-bye. You'll never see me again. I am irrelevant to the plot. I would have liked to see the third dungeon they were going to make. I think it's... I can't remember if it's just a theory or if it was confirmed by finding stuff in the code. But there was like a theory that there was going to be a third dungeon before the Tower of the Gods. Where you were on like Great Fish Isle on Jaboon's Island, where you'd get the third pearl. I'd have been interested to see what that was. What that would have been. It would have been kind of cool. Alright, let's go back to Windfall and get this sail. Because otherwise, Shadow and Jack are going to yell at me about it forever. Anybody know any songs? For the long sail back. Also, hope my gamepad doesn't die on me. I could probably take this time to plug the gamepad in. In fact, I will. Would you look at that? The cable. I do have to dip below the desk. I will be back. Ow! Fuck. That hurt, man. Oh, Jesus. I'm back, but I hurt myself. Oh, story of my life. I did it, but I also damaged myself in the process. Ugh. Just gonna lean back in this chair. Where the fuck am I? What island is that? Is that Three-Step Isle? I think it is. Oh wait, doesn't the curse keep going until you put the pearls in? Ah, fuck. Okay, you know what? I'll get the Swift Sail off screen. I'll put the pearls in. Fuck it. I don't think it can be daytime till you get the Tower of the Gods open. Fuck it. I'll do it off screen. We'll have it next time. Oh. I should have thought this one through. I didn't, and now we're here. I'm a disappointment. Through and through. Ooh. It's fucking daytime. Alright, Windfall Island we go. After I put 2 pearls in on the way, I guess. Ugh. There's the island. I come bearing gifts for you and yours if these peahats don't attack me first. They are kind of staring at me menacingly. Nice music. Is that the regular sailing music, Crisps? Because ye. Widely regarded as one of the great pieces of Zelda music. At least from my experience. I'm tired of being sick. Is it the Big C? Is it the Big C19, or are you just ill, Pixar Pixie? Because, I mean, regardless, either way, can we get good vibes in chat? For illness? Hope you get better soon. I hope you feel better. Yeah, the sailing music is kind of, in my experience, from people I've been speaking to and listening to, like one of the best pieces of Zelda music ever. Ow. It's nice. I really like it. It's one of those, like, iconic Zelda tracks. I don't think so. I tested negative twice, so it looks promising. Okay, it's just a cold. That's fine. Let's give some good vibes. Hold on. What do people like? Kikwees. People like Kikwees. There you go. Music is like anxiety relieving. Yeah, it is kind of. I like it. I'd play it like elsewhere as well. I feel like if it's something I'd play if I was on a boat, which is definitely what they're going for. That's the kind of thing they want you to think in terms of sound design. But yeah, it does definitely feel like something if I was on a boat, I'd be like, yes, play the Wind Waker music while I stand on the prow and stare into the horizon. Like a fucking mad lad. Oh, man. Hello. Well, thought we were going to jump over him, but no, he just stood firm and fucked us. There's the other island there, I think. Where's that? Oh, that's Windfall. That's where we're going next. Oh. Try not to get sucked up into Cyclose's whirlwind, because we don't have the bow. And we just get spit out somewhere fucking useless for no reason. Got nice and peaceful there for a second. Just the boat and the sea. The old man of the sea. That's what I'm going to call the next stream, actually. That's pretty good title. Why didn't I think of that one for this stream? The old man of the sea. So, I think Zaf's taking a nap, so they can't participate if I ask this question, but I'll ask people anyway. So, it's my birthday at the end of the month. And I've been thinking about what I could do. It's not on a stream day. My stream days are either side of my birthday. So, you could work that out by yourself. So I've been thinking about doing like a birthday stream. But I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet. I've thought about doing something multiplayer with some people. Like maybe Jackbox or like Halo. We've done like Halo with the boys before. MCC, Infinite, something. Yeah. I'd be interested to see what you guys thought. See if there's anything you'd like to see. Because I think normally I'd pick something I'd gush about, but I do that about Zelda every week. So I like the Jackbox thing, but I'm biased in not loving Halo. Fair. Yeah, I might try and set up a Jackbox thing. Give me the Sun song, please. I'd have to get Jackbox, but yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun. I'm working on doing a another pack opening stream at some point as well. A couple of weeks ago, just before the end of the year, I bought a draft box for Magic the Gathering, and I opened almost the entire thing on stream, and it took 2 hours, and it was really fun, and some people liked it. Yeah. I'm hoping to do some more of that at some point as well. Emulators, which one should I use, and more importantly, can I play Zelda? So which Zeldas are you looking to play? First off. It needs to be nighttime. I don't know why I came in here. First question you gotta ask is, which Zeldas do you want to play? Let's all pray they have the Swift Sale now. It's indeed an auction. Would you like me to participate? I would like to participate. I'm fine with you not explaining things. I don't know how it works. Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask. Most of them eventually. So Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. I think your best bet would be Dolphin. It's a GameCube emulator. And you'd need to find the ROMs elsewhere. What is it? It's a C chart. Don't need it. Yeah, Dolphin would be your best bet for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. You could use Citra, which is the 3DS emulator. Or you can do what I did and use Project 64 to play the originals from the N64. Dolphin, I believe, does also emulate Wii. So you can have that for Skyward Sword. I believe there's a Switch emulator in development. I can't remember. But yeah, there's an emulator for every Nintendo console. And you can find the ROMs. And I can do this on a PC? Yep, absolutely. You just you just install the emulator, and then download the ROMs and dump the ROMs into the emulator, and it'll just play. There are other settings you can fiddle with, but I wouldn't, because it's set up just to play and do stuff from initial install, which is fine. Make sure you find a reliable ROM though, because there are some that are viruses. Oh, it's another treasure chart. I don't want it. I want the sale. Please. Why have I not looked into this before? I don't know. It took me a while to get into. It took me a while to get into emulating as well. And my old PC was okay at it, but it couldn't do like Dolphin, which was weird. But it was very old. But my new PC that I'm streaming on at the moment is pretty good with most everything. It was new. It was brand new, like 2 years ago. 2 years ago in May. It's daytime.
It is daytime.
I'm gonna get this a couple of goes. If we can't get it in a couple of goes, I'll end stream and I'll get it off stream. before next week. And then we can finish putting the pearls in and do the Tower of the Gods. Yes, I would like to participate in the auction. I'm fine, yes please. Jackbox, Halo custom games every time. I'll have a look tomorrow and I'll have to watch some tutorials on how to actually stream. Yeah, look, there's some good tutorials on YouTube for how to make OBS work and stuff. It's a great way to learn how to do stuff like that. Halo custom games. Yeah, so there's like a vote from Chris for Jackbox and a vote from Aaron. Fuck! For Halo. Maybe I'll get to talking to some people and see what we can set up before the end of the month. Halo with the boys is always fun. Yeah. I'd be into it. Fair. I went back in there. I didn't even change the time. I just turned around and went straight back in. Like an idiot. But I gave it 3 more goes. And after those 3 goes, if the Swift Sale hasn't turned up, I'll do it off stream. I know the boys that I play with, my friends that I play with, the boys, are always down for Halo custom games. We haven't done it in a while. Halo with the boys. We haven't done it in a while. Because we've been playing Infinite. But yeah, I'd be down to boot up the MCC again and run some custom games. If John... Yeah, no, they're attached to his account. Yeah, he'd just have to install the MCC again. A couple of people got new PCs and haven't reinstalled things. So I'd have to put out like a call a week beforehand to Adam and John. Like, reinstall the MCC, please. We need it. If you don't, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. This! A joy pendant! I don't want it. Okay. We get 2 more tries. 2 more tries, and after that... That's the wrong thing.
Bum, bum, bum. Please pass time.
Ugh. What do you got for me, man? Absolutely, let's visit the auction. Don't explain the rules. I don't need them. Show me the merchandise. Show me the goods. I'm here for the money. Another joy pendant. I just want the fast sale. That'd make me go quick. Make me go broom broom very fast. Yes, yes. Much like. Alright, one more time. Oh, well, it was me that did that. So I just spotted something on my stream dash and was like, what do you mean that happened 7 hours ago? And then I remembered it was something that I did. It's like, oh, that makes sense. It's me being an idiot. Alright, this is it. The big one. Gib sale. Gib to me. Let's go. I like that lady's green eyes. They always pop up and I'm like, man, those are green. I like them. Dear me, what a turnout. Ocean, come on. What is it? It is this. A piece of heart. Okay. off. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I know my luck. And my luck is that I say, alright, I'm done trying to look for it. I'll do it off stream, and it'll be the first one I get off stream. So we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Alright. Alright, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Let's go. Give sale. I want it. In my hot, sticky child hands. Oh man, speaking of hands, mine are sweaty. I've been holding this controller for too long. What is it? It's this. A piece of heart. Okay. Alright, I'll make a note. I'll get it off stream. We did a lot today. Let's find a scenic vista. Actually, yeah, you know what? That's a nice... Whoop. That's a nice look. Just the thing, the background, a windfall in the background with a windmill. Link, looking around everywhere but the camera. What a nice little dude. Alright. That'll do it for the Wind Waker for today. Let me bring the music back. There it is. It could come up a little bit. There it is. Yeah. Thanks for coming to the stream, everybody. It's been a great time. We've had a lot of new people. It's been really cool. Who followed today? Let's give you a shout out. Falafel, Awful Falafel, nice. Unseen Identity, nice. Jackstar, Felix, Smoke Meth, Hail Satan, 42069, and Pixar Pixie. Welcome to the stream. I hope to see you around here a little bit more. We keep it kind of chill. We had a nice time today. We did a lot. We got a lot done. We did 2 dungeons. I didn't think I was going to quite get to the Tower of the Gods, and I didn't, just about. But next time, you know, we'll go to the Tower of the Gods. We'll do that. We'll go to Forsaken Fortress again. Yeah. It'll be a good time. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yes, that was it. I have things to plug. If you like what you see here, and you'd like to see some more, to fill in the time where you don't see me, you can check out my YouTube, which is linked in chat and also in the panels. That has every stream I've ever done, dating back to last April when I started streaming. And yeah, that's every Zelda game, every other game we've ever done, all of Psychonauts, stuff like that. It's really cool. You should check it out. Yeah, of course, it's a free country, so do what you want. While you're over on YouTube, if you like YouTube content, check out Zastroid. I run it with my friend Owen and also Adam. Let's give him a shout out too. And we make gaming content, and we upload that 3 times a week. Link's Awakening, Metroid Dread, and Pokemon Shining Pearl. Yeah, and we record that and we do funny things. I think it's really good. I'm really excited about it. Doing it some more. We got some cool stuff planned. Yeah, go and check out Zastroid. And Owen. Owen's going to be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what he's doing, but it's going to be Pokemon, because that's all he streams. So yeah, go and check him out. Usually about 6 PM GMT, which is 1 PM Eastern and 10 PM, 10 AM Pacific. And also 7 PM European for the one Swede in the audience. Yeah. If you like what you... Well, no, that's not what I was going to say. If you want to hang out and chat about Zelda, we've got a Discord. You can come and talk to us about that. That's also where you can vote on the Zeldas once we finish one. So when we finish Wind Waker, you can vote on the next Zelda game. We got cute pets channels. We got memes. We got all kinds of stuff. And there's a robot that will ping you on Discord when one of us goes live. So you can always catch the stream just as it starts, although it's kind of unreliable when I stream for some reason. But, you know, if you turn the notifications on Twitch, you'll be fine. Yeah. What else do I plug? Nothing. I will be back here on Thursday. That's the day after tomorrow. With some more Ocarina of Time speedrun practice. Going to try and knock down our time from 1:58 to something lower than that. Going to try and knock 10 minutes off it before the end of the month. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to do a bit of research on some skips. Yeah. So yes, I will see you on Thursday. If you're here for more Wind Waker, don't worry, you can come back next Tuesday. And we'll do some more then. Until then, hop in the Discord, say hi. And yeah, it was nice chilling with you all. Yeah. Thanks for coming. I'm real bad at this, can you tell? I'm going to go to the end screen and just kind of stop talking. Thanks very much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.